Yo, guys, I have some absolutely terrible, earth shattering news. If any of you guys are fans of Sid Mswala, the man who brought us the Moose tape and then he brought us tracks, and one of the last tracks was The Last Ride. I have terrible news to tell you, and that is our man Sid Mswala unfortunately died today as a result of gunshot wounds. It is absolutely terrible news to hear this. I mean, and Sidhu was only 27 years old. It is incredible to think that such a talent has left us again so early. And I've just realized he's joined the 27 club. You know, people like Amy Winehouse, people like Brian Jones, and so many others. Was it Mama Cass? I can't remember. But yeah, there's so many people who have died at such a young age. And unfortunately, my head is spinning, so I can't even think of the names because I used to be able to run off those names. It's like my man from The Doors, Jim Morrison, 27 years of age. One of my favorite female singers as well. I can't remember her name, who did Me and Bobby McGee, etc., etc., etc. So many talented people have died at such a young age, and it is just too bad, and it should not be happening. But guys, I've got a report here, so it's on my iPad. I'm just going to read it here. So it's terrible news. Sidhu Mswala was shot dead at Goldry Bra. Oh, sorry. No, I think these are the names. Guys have actually claimed responsibility for it. Goldie Bra and Lawrence Bishnoi. They've claimed the responsibility, but it's shocking. It's shocking, guys. Hours after the murder of the famous Punjabi singer Sid Mswala on Sunday, the Canada-based gangster Satinder Singh, and his alias is Goldie Bra, has reportedly taken responsibility for the killing. That's just shocking, guys. Shocking. But I'm hearing stories as well that Sidhu was campaigning on the political trail, and for some reason last night they withdrew his security detail. Really? And as a result, Sidhu is no longer with us. But guys, I remember, well, I don't remember, but I'm just about young enough to remember the after effects of the end of Bob Marley. He was another political activist. And yeah, he was shot up, etc. by, so sometimes when you get involved in politics, guys, it's a very murky world, very deep, dark and murky world. And I know the politics in that region as well. There are so many people who have lost their lives. So for instance, in the Indian community, the Pakistani community, I follow a lot of the people there because of sport like cricket and stuff, like the Khans, etc., etc. So you've got to be very careful about what you're stepping into because it's a deep, deep abyss what goes on in that world. So our man Sid Mswala, it is absolutely devastating, guys. I literally am devastated. But the weird thing is, and I cannot find it, someone posted online as soon as The Last Ride came out that Sidhu had actually predicted his own death. Because in the video as well, and I saw it, I sort of alluded to it as well, on his trainers, he had pictures of Tupac, our man Tupac Shakur, he had pictures of Nipsey Hussle and others, and when it said The Last Ride, it was weird because I did a reaction to it, and The Last Ride was something that The Undertaker, who's a professional wrestler who I think is just retired anyway, because I haven't watched wrestling in years, he used to do that last ride to his opponents and he used to get them up on his shoulder and then bring them down. And I had him in the picture here with our man here, Sid Mswala, the Undertaker. Here he's got Kurt Angle in The Last Ride taking him out. So if you look at this picture here, this is The Last Ride, and this is the screenshot I did for the thumbnail for The Last Ride. And literally, guys, I'm really, really devastated for a few reasons. I really, really loved Sid Mswala before I even started reacting, and this is the honest truth. Not, before I even thought of reacting, I hadn't even thought of it. I always checked out Sid Mswala's songs, etc. I just thought this guy is amazing, and I always thought to myself, this guy should be bigger than he is. This guy should be the biggest star in the world. Really, I'm not even joking. I said that. I thought he should be the biggest star in the world. He was so good at what he does. You know, he's amazing, amazing character. And to think he's such a young man, because I've been following him for a few years, you know, and I always keep saying that, you know, I'm exactly the same height as Sidhu, 185. Because when I read his blurb before I even got into reacting, whatever, I always thought to myself, Sidhu Maswala, you know, I love this guy. And I am just so devastated to find out that he's been taken out. So you've got people like in the hip hop business, or rap, hip hop, urban music, whatever you want to call it. You've had so many stars taken out unnecessarily. I mean, like the first one I remember way back in the days was Scott La Rock, and he was taken out trying to sort out a problem. There's nothing to do with him. They took him out, Scott La Rock, you know. And then we, you know, in the mid 90s, we had the East Left Coast problems. And then we had, you know, I don't even know all the ins and outs of why that went down. That was just craziness. So we had Tupac and Biggie Smalls taken out at the height of their popularity. And both those guys were only 25 years old. 25 years old. They hadn't even started to grow into life. And now we've lost a man of 27 years of age, Sidhu Maswala. I mean, it's a young man who's just about to, you know, it's just too bad, people. Whatever your beefs are in this world, I keep saying to you, we are human beings. We have got to stop killing each other. You know, sometimes things are done and taken out of context. Sometimes, you know, our pride is bruised, whatever. But seriously, guys, the moment you pull the trigger, you take the knife and you end someone's life, it cannot be taken back. It cannot be taken back. Maybe you didn't set out to, you know, totally kill someone. I don't know, but this has got to stop. This has got to stop. We are losing too many people at such a young age in this world. It has got to stop. And guys, I was actually going to do a little chat here on two things now. I was going to do a chat on Easy Mill. And the thing I was going to say about Easy Mill was all this hoo-ha that's going on about Easy Mill not letting reactors know about, oh, one of the videos that should have been taken down, you get a YouTube strike, blah, blah, blah. I might still do that reaction about that. I'm not sure. And I was also going to do another reaction today about Tom MacDonald. And that reaction about Tom MacDonald is Tom needs to rein it in a little bit, because there are dark moves afoot, guys, that's going on. There's dark moves afoot. And I'm telling everyone, you know, please tell Tom to look after himself, to get himself security. I'm not even joking on this, guys. I'm reading stuff from Tom, and this is stuff that comes from my head. I'm reading it. And in some ways, you've got to be very careful about what you say in this world, because there's people who just want to tear you down. And there's other people who want to do worse. But just going back to our man Sidhu Maswala, I was only going to make this a very, very short one. I'm absolutely devastated, because I was getting so excited to say, look, he's come out with a few tracks like No Name, EP, etc., etc. And literally, I was prepared for a summer long of just getting up early in the morning and checking out our man's songs. And now, I cannot believe what's happened, guys. I cannot believe what's happened. It is just beyond... I don't even know what words to say. But if you're a Sidhu Maswala fan, guys, enjoy his life, celebrate his life. We cannot do anything more for Sidhu apart from celebrate his life, and just to know that he's now in a better place. You know, he's at rest, he's in a better place. But guys, whatever your beefs are, whatever your angers are, whoever slighted you, whatever, we need to start to have dialogue and to start to stop killing each other. We need to stop that, guys. And on that note, I'm just going to leave you. I'm going to leave you a bit more of our man Sidhu Maswala. And guys, I just hope that, you know, we can find some way other than taking each other out.
ਆਓ ਚੋਬਰੇ ਤੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਨੂਰ ਦਾ ਸਦਾਰੀਏ
guys, and to Sidhu Muswala and your family, I send my most deepest and heartfelt condolences, and I just hope that you can rest in peace. Rest in peace, SMW. Rest in peace, Sidhu Muswala. And I just hope that all your family and your friends and your supporters and the people who subscribe to your music can take some sort of solace that you're now at peace now. There's nothing more that can hurt you, and you'll never be forgotten. Never be forgotten. It's just a very sad day, but you'll never be forgotten. Guys, I'm out.